It seems like my original suspicion of the gods may be correct after all. They do use people for their own ends. When Durant said pacts with the gods are binding, but only one way, he was correct. Magran used the original dozen to deliver the bomb to kill Wadwin, when it was possible that Wadwin wasn't as bad as I previously thought. When I think about all the possibilities, my mind goes numb. Who is really good and who is really bad? And is it true that sharing the shattered souls to strengthen all the ones still in their bodies would really be the best for everyone? Or just the best for Galawain, Magran, and Abydos? Can any of the gods be trusted? This is not something that I can seemingly read with my Watcher abilities, so I'm at a loss, and I will have to think on it. A servant of death. Berath tires of mortals evading the natural cycle of death and rebirth. He showed me two individuals, in particular, a dwarven man and an elven woman who have extended their lives for centuries. In the vision that he gave me, my touch slew them, and only then was I able to continue along the path. I think this is the god's way of telling me that these two individuals have cheated death for too long. Ending their lives would no doubt please Berath. The dwarf in the vision had an eerily ageless face, and he seemed to renew himself with the blood of others. He said something about the Ethic Knoll. When I learn who or what this is, he will no doubt be nearby. Ethic Knoll, when I killed the Samok, the leader of the Thrita Stelgar tribe. Yes, Ethic Knoll was... They were tied to Ethic Knoll somehow. I don't know how. And then the elven woman was strangely tree-like in the vision. She mentioned a place called the Golden Grove. The druids of the Golden Grove told me that the High Ovate Arona often ventures to Elmshore in search of remedies to prolong her life. I suspect that Arona is the elven woman from the vision. Elmshore is a few days to the west of here. Or here in Elm's Reach. As for Rymrgand, he showed me a vision of a gate, the frost-hewn breach, and the pale elves trying to open it. In the vision, the elves crumbled into snow, and I sealed the gate with an ice crystal that I still had when the waking dream ended. I found Noonfrost, Rymrgand's temple in Old Song. The frost-hewn breach must be here. When I find it, I can use the shard from the vision to close it, according to Rymrgand's wishes. Now that is the closest thing here. I have no idea where to find the Ethic Knoll. I can ask around, though. The steward has contacted me. She contacted me to tell me there's nothing new to report. Huh. I cannot help this Berolt. I'd have to be there myself to deal with him. Now, I need to track down where this Ethic Knoll is. Maybe these spirits would know.
Stop right there!
Yeah.
Because I don't have a clue.
You're in the wrong city, Inquisitor.
Well, if I'm going to be seeing spirits of the past come forth, I might as well try to engage with them. This phantom soldier raises his short sword to my chest.
Did you think you wouldn't be recognized here in your old home? I've seen your trials with my own eyes.
I have seen you light pyres with good people tied to them, people I'd known many a year. He seizes me by the throat, and my airway tightens. Whether real or imagined, I cannot tell. They deserve your confession. He raises the point of his sword, holding it at a hair's breadth from my eye.
Thuros, what are you doing?
Startled, the soldier releases me immediately and turns to face the speaker, a woman in plain wool tunic, fully a head shorter than he, but somehow seeming to tower over him. I've seen this woman's face before, but from afar, bloodied and burned as she lay stretched across an iron wheel. At the moment, it is marked only with concern.
An assassin sent by the Inquisition, my lady, daring to approach our camp.
If he is so poor an assassin as to approach an armed guard in daylight, I should have nothing to fear. I would hear what this man has to say. She stares him down till he can no longer face her. He turns away, sour-faced, watching me through sidelong glances, his knuckles white around the pommel of his sword.
Surely this is some trick of my mind. I did not expect to see you again.
Her eyes widen as she sees my face for the first time. I don't know what to say. This is in the past. There's Inquisitors. pretty elven woman. I just wanted to see you again. You put yourself in great danger to do this for my sake. I'd never have asked it of anyone, especially one whose safety means so much to me. Whatever your reasons, I'd missed you over all these years. Having you here now, at a time when I'm surrounded by strangers, is a wonderful gift.
I would like for you to stay here, in our camp, as my guest.
My Lady Avarra, I beg of you. This is an Inquisitor. This is a desperate attempt on your life. The only way it can succeed is if you allow it to.
No longer able to remain silent, the soldier approaches Avarra and puts his hand on her shoulder, turning her aside. His voice is hushed, but by no means private.
This is a missionary, same as I was. Taught the wrong things, as I was. If I can't have faith in one man's ability to reason, once he knows the truth, what hope do we have? We have many former missionaries here. They are our most loyal, our most helpful. Many have died for us. These are not people we should be turning away. And if the Inquisition wants my life, they can have it. But they know as well as I do that my cause will not die with me. Come. We have much to talk about.
Avarra beckons me somewhere behind her. It seemed I had some kind of relationship with this woman, Avarra, but nothing else came of that. There was a time of Inquisitions and Inquisitors. That's not the time of now. I can't expect reason and logic to come from these visions. I guess I can try to put them to piece them together however I can, but it's just something that happened, and I don't know why it was triggered there. Ethic no. Maybe I should go ask the son of Samok if he knows anything about it. These are the guards for the three-test Stelgar. Oh, it is really early in the morning. Some would stay still nighttime. Oh, this place is a lot more lively than I remember it last. There's children running around. Seems a friendlier, happier place. Maybe I did do some good here. I don't see the son of Samok. I forget his name. Lorellan or something? Lilrus. That's him, right there. Virtue guides your hand, Carid. Maybe I won't find the answers I'm looking for here.
Segan, what is it like not to see your children for so long? I imagine it must be difficult.
Even in my souk, I'm on the hunt more than at home. But 5 years, it's been a strain.
Then to your good fortune. Adavi Dorio. May you see them all again soon.
I haven't seen my father in over 10 years. It's actually been about 15 years. They were talking about no outsiders commune with the gods before. Well, maybe I'm the first. We need to go to Old Song. We need to close the Noonfrost Temple. First, though, I'd like to speak with these priests of Helia. There was a quest given to me about songbirds before, not from Helia herself, I don't think. Onwin glares at me, but Casfath smiles placidly. Don't mind her, the Queen of Birds can be worshipped anywhere there's a view of the sky. How may we help? A chanter named Delum told me he could restore the district with his songs if I found some exotic birds for him to eat. She sneers. And if he told you that, you could jump off Madmere Bridge and sprout wings, would you believe him? It's a foolish superstition and nothing more. The Queen of the Birds blesses us with her attendance so that we can hear their songs, not eat their flesh. Language is also sacred to our goddess. Something else you wish to speak of? Where can I find songbirds? What will you do now? We will continue to worship Helia as we always have, as much as we treasure the nest as a legacy of the builders. It was only a place. He raises his hands. We still have the sky above us, as much now as ever, and who knows, perhaps we shall reach even more of her devotees from here. Goodbye. Now to the Noonfrost Temple. The cold has actually gotten a little bit further than I remember it last time. It's past the walls now. It's going to envelop the entire place, although... Noonfrost Temple. This time devoid of the Pale Elves. I hope this works. Here it is over here. Oh, it's cold in here. I know the stewards contacted me. I'll get to it after this. I'm out of this room. Plug the hole with Rymrgand's shard. The shard fits perfectly. As it settles into place, the cold around the altar dissipates. Similarly, the portal before me seems to thicken, and the mysterious seepage tapers off. Well, it's a little better, but I can't stay in this room any longer. Let's get out of here. I'm from a much warmer place than this. If I wore furs instead of this metal armor, maybe I could deal with the cold better, but... And hopefully, Rymrgand will now favor me, if he's one that I'll choose to have support me. But at this point, it seems like Helia might be the best option. Although I have to think about this on the trio, Magran, Abydos, and Galawain.
Sure.
Segani, I had heard that women do the hunting in Nasitak, but wasn't sure if I could believe it until I met you.
And I thought it was our raw meat diet that made us strange.
Well, that too, honestly.
We need to go to the Harson Market. Well, there are no songbirds at the marketplace, but perhaps this woman has some. This healer.
Many blessings, traveler.
She's a healer. Dellen sent me to collect rare songbirds. She stares at me blankly for a moment before shaking her head. That thought Dellen sent you? No, absolutely not. Eating my beloved pet won't grant that fool musical prowess. The only thing he'll get is an upset stomach and the pain of passing a beak. She folds her arms and frowns. There's a forest full of birds. Mine's not for sale. Why would Dellen believe that eating birds will help? Old folklore are gone awry, she mutters, shrugging in resignation. Orlans, particularly those raised in the forest, still seem to believe that by eating noteworthy creatures they can gain the desirable traits of their prey. It's false. Eating a spider doesn't give you 8 legs any more than eating ivy lets you sprout berries. Lancy sighs with resignation. If Dellen wants to be a better singer, he should try practice, not superstition. I agree. Killing your bird seems unnecessary. I will look elsewhere. Her face turns flushed as she smiles. I'm relieved you see it that way. How would you like it if someone demanded your cherished pet as a snack? Not the Black Hound. Steward has contacted me again. There's a new quest that somebody's... Okay. It's called the Weaver's Song. I'll give it to our resident, Kana, who is a bard. Resident bard, Kana. Time to go to Elm Shore, which is far to the west. Well, not far to the west. It's a few days' travel to the west. If I'm to gain the favor of the gods, I must know what their story is. Or, if I'm to get the support of the gods, I must know what their story is, so first I have to gain favor with a couple of them. Rymrgand has already, as far as I know, been dealt with, so I have to appease Berath now. And to do that, I think I have to go and murder 2 people. That doesn't sound right, does it? That man who came to the stronghold has left. I've been contacted again. Oh yeah, he left the stronghold. Okay, we travel to Elm Shore. This is where we found the monk, or is it up here? I guess we're just gonna have to search through the place. Looking for this woman, this elven woman. Maybe I won't have to kill her. Maybe I'll just convince her that she needs to end her life. Or not renew it. These people somehow are living unnaturally long. I don't know where to look. Oh, there's some herbs here. That's a bird. I caught it. Beetle.
Let's go! Not even slowing a time!
I have to remember, even though we haven't been out in the wild for a while, there's trouble around every corner. Bandits, fangs, wild beasts. Okay, so she wasn't at the great big otter stone. I know there's a cave to the northeast of here. There's another thing of pillars just across the bridge. I'm not sure. Where does she go to renew her life? Maybe she goes to this cave? I don't know. I don't remember what's in here. If I remember right, there was something really dangerous in here. Where is it? Was it ogres?
Steady does it.
Something really dangerous. Yes, it's ogres. Can we deal with the ogres now? We fought so many tough battles recently. We should be able to deal with these ogres. We'll see. Okay, get ready.
Hey.
I'm ready.
Ready, Watcher.
Aye?
I'm sure we can do this.
Yeah. Huh? Yeah.
Did they not see me?
Hey.
They see us now. Go ahead. 4 of them. There's a druid in the back. Aloth, you know what to do.
Aye?
Kill the druids. That's it, I'm gonna go and fight this one. Good job, Ada. You knocked one down. I didn't think you had the strength to do that. Kill those bloody druids.
Yes?
That's it!
Keep at it. Down. One of them is down. Attack the second druid. Feel a lot more powerful. My feet up.
That's it!
Breathe.
Lavaru, be on seat!
What?
Keep slashing at him.
Yeah.
Hey.
How mad? These ones are in for a walloping!
That's it!
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
That's it!
Let's go.
Done. Wasn't as dangerous as I thought it would be. Well, they have opals on them. Take some of their blood samples. Got a few gems. As to what's ahead, I don't know. Sagani, can you go and
I'm
check
here.
out? The bones have been snapped and crushed by massive teeth.
Let's see this stubborn bastard.
Maybe I should unlock that.
Nice and slow. I've got it. Finished.
Is a trap, though. No, it's not. A belt. The constitutional enchantment on it. Has some kind of properties, some kind of magic properties on the boots. They're both nice. Well, I stored them, stashed them, so we'll have to look at it when I get back to Twin Elms. Well, this wasn't where that elven woman was. But we cleared up a threat in the area, and that is a good thing. The elven woman was strangely tree-like in the vision. She mentioned a place called the Golden Grove. Search of remedies prolong her. I suspect that she's in the elven woman with the vision. Often ventures to Elmshore. She's searching for remedies to prolong her life. So she could be anywhere, looking for herbs. Wow, that is a nice stag. What's this? It's a rock. I think we've overturned that before. She could very well be on the island where we found the monk. She could be anywhere. Another antelope. I don't see her. Maybe she's here. Let's go try this big otter stone down to the southwest of here. We found...
Let's go!
What is this? Rymrgand is like one of those creatures of the forest. Wasn't here when we came through last time. That's an otter stone. An awakened otter. And she's not here. Well, there's only one other place I can think of. This island that we went through and there was no one here before. Maybe this is where she goes. Well, there are people here. Look, Landfathom. An elf stands on the dais in the middle of a clearing. The ground is blanketed with leaves and various shades of russet and gold. Her eyes are closed and her arms folded in front of her. A curtain of autumnal yellow hair hangs in front of her face. As I draw near, she lifts her chin and looks at me with shifting hazel eyes.
Greetings, Estremor. You are among the Ovates of the Golden Grove.
And you are?
High Ovate. An ancient elm among poles and saplings. We have taken root in the same soil, and the others grow in my shade. Their roots nourish my soil. My branches give them shelter. Together, we grow.
Her eyes pulse with a deep summery green. Her eyes are changing. Your essence churns like an eddy in a stream, Estermore. Speak the questions of your soul. Speak plainly, will you? She gives me a mischievous half-grin while her eyes fade to gray. The words on my lips are the language of the stream cleaving stones and the wind guiding seeds. If you do not understand, it's because the tongues of Kith have deafened you. I'd like to know more about the ovates of the Golden Grove.
Like the leaves of a tree, we are many sharing one source, one purpose. Living or dying, we nourish one another. The truths of the soul and of the body are written on every blade of grass and sung by every creature under the sun. We learn these truths and sing them back.
Ours is not the song of the gods, but a Werwetha. This is why many of our number study the discourse of herbs and inhabit the skins of beasts. Your druids, are you familiar with Ethic Knoll? A wrinkle of distaste curls her lips. A swarm of maggots on a dead songbird, worms hollowing a mighty spruce. They celebrate the withering of life rather than its budding. They see strength from others instead of accepting what Werwetha freely gives. Her eyes dim to a blackish brown. They take pride in their independence from the gods, yet their leaders demand an even greater sacrifice. Death for life. Strength from the spirit essence of their petitioners. The Ethic Knoll offer another kind of servitude, and one to Kith whose souls have long since rotted. I wouldn't really know. Your answer is driftwood in the rabbits. Fair enough to cling to for a time, but eventually you must choose a firmer position. Berath sent me to end your life. It has continued for too long.
At least he chose someone who wouldn't wrap her intentions in trickery and lies. But what is a god that his voice should carry so far? And what are you that you should so eagerly obey? The gods only have dominion over what we cede, and you would cede matters of life and death to them.
It seems like you've been ceding life from them. And I wanted to know you more and make sure I have not only the right person, but it just doesn't feel right to run up and attack someone. Durance laughs thickly with derision. The gods set the rules and let us do as we will, but that is merely a test, and only a fool thinks he has been ceded anything. You do what your god wants, or you face the fire. This woman is about to become an example. Are you any different? You've extended your life beyond its natural span. Through work and wisdom, the greater the tree, the more fruit it may yield. She nods at the ovates gathered at the clearing. They are vines climbing an ancient elm into the sunlight. My growth sustains them. Should our harmony fall prey to a god's jealousy? We should not be slaves to the whims of the gods, but I find it hard to see what her followers gain from this arrangement. Me too. Your growth stunts theirs. They learn nothing apart from you. If this is what you demand of the other ovates, you're no different from the Ethic Knoll, or the gods. A storm of protest brews behind her color-shifting eyes. She says nothing for several seconds, but I see the fury slowly drain from her face as her eyes fade to the brown of dead leaves. Finally, Arona lowers her head. Your words carry truth and shame. It was never my desire to diminish my followers, but I can see where perhaps my roots left no room for them to grow. Very well. If my season has ended, then let me pass with it. As she closes her eyes, the warmth and color drain from her body. Her breathing slows, her ashen skin stiffening with a dull patina. When the last sigh that leaves her lungs, cracks carve their way across her flesh, dividing it into hardened ridges. Within seconds, Arona has petrified, her bark-encrusted face turned towards the ovates below the dais. I'm sorry, but I gave you the choice, and you chose to go this path. I didn't actually want to kill you. It is the will of the gods, after all. We can question it, we can fight it, but it's just another battle.